Aloha mai kako. Welcome to the Dawn of Prophecy for this April 23rd, Thursday, 2015. Because today's breaking headlines are yesteryear's breaking prophecies. I can prove it, and you and I get to live it. Of course, if you need a reference point, I always go back to the best, God's Bible. Now, today I noticed it's a bit of a slow news day. President Obama very excited that Loretta Lynch is taking over for Eric Holder as the Attorney General of the United States of America. We're looking at Miley Cyrus's underarm hair and what color that is. I mean, there are some stories, but it seems to be a little slow today. Here in Hawaii, I guess we have Glenn Medeiros taking over as president of the St. Louis schools. He used to sing. Now he's leading the men of Kalaipohaku. Congratulations. But as I said, it seems to me like there's a stall in the American media system. Let me highlight something that came up during my lunch conversation with a dear friend of mine and sister. And it is this, and it is very bothering. Here at the University of Hawaii, we are supporting and sponsoring an experiment upon women ages 14 through 50 to see how much they bleed during abortions. And of course, abortion in Hawaii, shockingly enough, is legal until the day before birth, excuse me. And so these young women are being paid to be guinea pigs to cut the babies out of their wombs. I am not one who judges these things. I am the foremost of sinners. I say that too often, and I'm not trying to titillate sin, but I'm saying I'm not casting any stones, and I have complete compassion for women who are at such a completely vulnerable crossroads in their lives. However, I do believe it is against the word of God, that the God who made us in his image, the one true God, would not be pleased that we are killing babies in such late term, and furthermore, that we are encouraging young women as early as 14 through 18 without parental consent. And yes, they must have it according to federal law. They must have a legal waiver from the parents. If you are one of those girls and you have regretted your decision, I have a friend named Jim Hochberg who is with the American Defense or Alliance for Freedom, and he will represent you, free lawyer, and he will take them to court, and he will make sure that they will pay for the consequences of their decision. That said, two doctors at Kapi'olani Women and Children's Health Center here in Honolulu are in charge of these abortions. If you want their names, one of them is Bliss Kaneshiro. She is a doctor. The other one is a DO, or I forget her initials behind her name. She's not a medical doctor. These two people are performing the experiment, which I would liken unto that which is performed by Hitler and the Nazis and Dr. Mengele, mangling women's bodies, killing babies. I believe that birth starts from conception, from a heartbeat, because that little seed does not grow up to be a tree or a whale or another planet system. It grows up to be a human. It is a little human in seed form. And so I would ask you to please look it up on www.operationrescue.org. I wonder why the local media is not covering this. I wonder why there is no outcry. Is this so commonly accepted now that we kill our children? In fact, in the United States of America, since passing this, over 55 million babies have been taken away to heaven. This Saturday, some good friends of mine, which is Aloha Pregnancy Counseling and Care Center, will be having a free lunch at the Waipahu Filipino Community Center, otherwise known as Philcom Center, from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Come out and show your support and learn about these things before we make a dramatic and drastic decision for another life. I do completely care for you, friend. Just today, I found out from a dear sister of mine that she had gone through the process of abortion, and she regrets that to this day. It is post-abortion stress disorder, and she suffers from that decision that she was forced to make. Please, friends, this is an issue that is gripping our nation, and if really we are protesting things like a mountain or protesting police violence that took a life, why do we continue to take baby lives right here in the most strong country in the world? It breaks my heart and it causes me to stop speaking, and I apologize. But I had to get the news out there. Who's covering it? Who's hiding it? Why are we not dealing with these real issues? And why do we continue to care about Bruce Jenner becoming a woman or what color somebody's armpit hair is? Do not be distracted. Let me leave you with a little salt on the tongue, and it is this: distraction is destruction. Keep your eyes face like a flint forward, just as Jesus did, who kept his face like a flint to the cross. God bless you and Godspeed. Warrior up.